Hello, my lovely Pisces friends. I hope you're doing well. This is Anna, and this is your message for the month of March. Okay. Give me another one. How strange. Okay. Hey, what happened here? How come you're here? I don't know how I must have picked it up. Here, give me one for this here, because I feel that there's some weirdness happening here. I don't know what that's about. Oh, goodness. Okay, hold on. Wow. Hold on. Bear with me, okay? Hold on. I need to see the story. And it's sort of, it's only half there. So just bear with me. Patience is a virtue. Yeah, like I see two separate things here. Okay. So, just first, there's a lot of family patterning, generational patterns being crushed happening again. That seems to show up a lot in my readings. I don't know. Maybe because I feel that that's an important thing. Who knows? But there's a turning point here in your life. And now I'm not saying that all this is happening in the rest of what we have of March. Okay. But that it may be something for you to ponder on, to start thinking about. Or maybe it's something that you recognize as it has been happening in your life. And it's just confirmation that you're on the right track. Because this is the right track. This is where I see you heading into after there's a little bit of a dilemma here. I see someone in your life who has had a big influence in your life. So this feels familial, right? It could be parental figures or anything like that. That made you feel vulnerable, powerless, because of old family patterns that never changed. That sounds dramatic, right? But that happens all the time. I mean, we all experience that. Most of us do. It's like This card is very strange. This is the card that's throwing me off. Give me one just for that card, Spirit. Thank you. Because Pisces, you're interesting. Sorry. You're very almost multi-dimensional in a way. And so I feel like your coping mechanisms are to avoid traumatic experiences. I don't know if this is true or not, but that's what's coming through. That's why this card is so confusing to me, because it's like an escapism almost, because it came in reverse. I have to put it upright so I can see the image, because they just printed it all the same way, right? But it came in the shadow attribute, which is a reliance on it represents to me escapism through like video game. What I'm seeing is someone playing video games while someone in the background is screaming at them or saying, "You're no good," you know, that kind of thing. It sounds traumatizing, right? But that's what I'm seeing in my head. That's why it was confusing, because that's not necessarily something that everyone will resonate with. Your way of escaping any kind of trauma that way is to just take yourself to a different realm. Sounds weird, I know, but I think you would understand me. When you're in a vulnerable place, when you feel that you're in a vulnerable situation, you take yourself out, not physically though, mentally. You escape in that way. And so I see individuals, or an individual here, that kind of exacerbated that behavior in you to escape into another place, but that has emotional consequences. That escape has emotional consequences because you're not dealing with the realities of a situation, right? You cannot escape. Maybe to save yourself in that moment, you escape. But then you have to come back to the reality of the situation. And by ignoring it, you don't deal with it and find solutions to it. I see you finding solutions here. I see you escaping it, but only because you've made a deliberate action to make a decision to move in the direction where you gain confidence to have more emotional and spiritual and mental stability. This is a big message, man. Trauma here. I see trauma. I see powerlessness. I see hopelessness. I see, old habits die hard, right? Family patterns that stay stuck because no one has the strength or the desire or the ability to shift away from those patterns and to stop them in their tracks. I see you being able to do that here. So if you're still stuck, maybe, I see you being able to do this. This is depending on your free will choices. You have to decide to steer away from the escape of what makes you vulnerable. I see you making a decision, being able to make a decision to move away from that pattern that is not the correct one. Yeah. You have the ability to focus. Again, because you're very multidimensional, multifaceted, you're able to connect with that part of you that can escape. That part of you can also allow you to actually process this, heal it, and make decisions to move away from it. I hope that's making sense to you. It's a strong message. I know it will resonate with one person, at least. If you stay stuck here, it's just allowing that old pattern, that old behavior. It's allowing those people or that person to steal away your life, to steal your time. Right? And that may be, I don't know that it's that deceptive or calculating or malicious, but that's been the pattern. I see the pattern here of, oh, they wasted my life, I'm going to waste the next life. I'm going to waste their life. These people wasted my life, I'm going to waste their life. It sounds cruel, it sounds deliberate. It may not be deliberate. It's the patterns that keep repeating. And man, most people don't know how to stop that cycle. You do. I'm telling you, you have the ability, because of that escapism ability that you have. You can go into that other realm. No, mi amor. No. Please. Mi amor. ¿Cómo tú te vas a sentar arriba de la baraja? No se puede, niña, sentar en la baraja. Estate tranquilita. So, yeah, you have the ability to do that. It's up to you to figure out how to do that. This may just be inner child wounding that you need to figure out how to heal. It just may be, like I've told others, because this message is sort of weaving through a little bit, it may be that you have to set boundaries with people in your life. It may be that you have to end relationships in your life, that but not just to avoid healing, to avoid looking at the reality of this pattern so that you don't repeat the pattern. You break free from the pattern. You create your own patterns that are healthy, that are aligned, right? That are part of that healing process. Once you're able to do that, and I see you doing that, I feel like you're destined to do that. Maybe you're the one, the chosen one, that's destined to end the family patterning here that's been going on for generations. You're the one. That's a lot of pressure, but you're the one that's capable of doing it. And you don't do it for anyone other than yourself. You don't have to take on the whole world. You just have to do it for yourself. And just that alone breaks the pattern, because before you, it seems, people didn't take themselves into account. They just went with that old pattern because they didn't know any better. But you know better now. You know better. And you're the one that's going to break that cycle, which is really beautiful. It's a major turning point in your life and in the lives of others too that see your example. You have that wisdom, right? And with your intuition, you're going to be able to do that. And that's going to allow you to speak up for yourself, to speak up for others, perhaps. Perhaps this is part of your life plan, your purpose. I don't know. But it's something that makes your heart happy. It makes you feel, it brings success and victory and achievement. You will be proud of yourself and you will be recognized for this work. I don't know by who or how, what situation. Maybe you write a book, maybe you do a podcast. I have no idea. But, or you may not do any of that. And it's just your friends that are like, my gosh, you're really cool. You were able to do that. I don't know. But, this is a big thing. This is a big subject. But I feel like the hidden things, a deep dive, you take a deep dive, it will develop your character. That kind of behavior, that kind of action step develops your character and makes you into the character that you are meant to be. You're not meant to be this escapist, vulnerable person. That's not you. You are very powerful. Again, multidimensional. That's just think about that. You're capable of accessing energy that other people may not be able to. That's very, very profound and something for you to ponder. and to think about. I see you being able to celebrate with people that you love, that understand you, that appreciate you. Right, Wendy? Yes, they will. Yeah, it's exciting. It's you know, scary because it's a lot of stuff, but it's a personal process. It's not something you have to share publicly unless you choose to, and that's where maybe some of the recognition can come in. But because you're sharing this process publicly, if you choose that. But this can be a very personal, just you process. But I see it being exciting. It's definitely breaks the patterning that was destructive and paralyzing. Goodness, I don't know what else to say. Let's get you the last guidance. That was pretty deep. This is a challenge that you can resolve. Absolutely. You're the one. That's how it feels like, oh my God, I have so much pressure now. Not really. You don't have a lot of pressure. You're the one that can do it. I mean, just think of it as a, wow, I'm the one that can do it. And then think about how you can do it. Maybe you don't want to do it right now. That's your free will choice. Free will make it or not make it. That's all. You have to withdraw from the drama of others. This is something you're going to have to do. I mean, you're destined to do this. Whether you do it now or you think about it now or you think about it in 5 years, I see you doing this. So, I'm sorry. Have patience with yourself, okay? And those around you, because they may require patience. Maybe your ability to do this actually affects the people that are left behind and allows them to see that it can be changed, that this chain can be broken, and that you serve as an example. I don't know. That's a lot of stuff for you to handle, but if it resonated, I hope it did. I hope it helps you. Thank you so much. It's just something to think about and then move on from it if it doesn't resonate. Thank you so much for watching. Stay blessed. Bye-bye.